Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. This is G Heismans, and for today's vlog, we're going to talk about requirements for tourist and visitors visa in Schengen country. In this video, I will be discussing with you the step-by-step guide on processing your visa application. To begin with, which site to visit, the type of visa, I will be talking about the tourist and the visit visa. And of course, the requirements. I will be sharing with you a very detailed information about the requirements. I will be focusing on the requirements because I think this is the most important here. Based on my experience, I already did 2 times application for a Schengen visa and I always get approved. I was never denied. I think because I've given them the right documents and a complete set of documents. So on this video, I will share with you the best tips and I will show you the documents that I have submitted. I still have it here and what I wrote in there. And also, I would discuss with you every detail of it. So, if you are someone who is currently processing your visa or has plans on coming to a Schengen country, then this video is for you. Let's begin. So first, know the country of your destination. In my case, I did Belgium and Switzerland. So both of these countries are affiliated with VFS Global. I'm not sure if other Schengen countries are also affiliated, but you can check on their website. So go to this website, vfsglobal.com, and then here you would see the 3 steps guide to your visa application. Let's begin with step 1, which is know your visa type. And scroll down, you would see the short stay visa. Click on that because we will be focusing on that. And so short stay visa allows you to travel 90 days maximum within Schengen country, but you have to use this, or you have to set your travel date within 180 days after you receive your visa approval from the embassy. Meaning, after you receive your approved visa, you have to travel already within the span of 6 months because it can expire and you have to apply again for it. Okay, now that you've already identified the type of visa that you want to apply for, let's go to step 2 and you will see this page. So number 1, it says there, you have to ensure that you're very clear with your purpose of travel. You know that already. And then step 2, you have to fill the application form online. So click on that link and you will see the application form and you have to fill this out. And then step 3, once the application form is finished or completed, you can schedule an appointment already to submit your application form and the other requirements that you have to submit. Once you've completed the application form, you can now schedule an appointment to go to VFS Global. But first, make sure that the date that you will choose is the date that everything is already done. Your requirements, documents you've already collected. So you have everything and you are ready to submit it. Once you arrive at the VFS Global office, they will collect your biometrics, so they will get your fingerprints and you have to submit all these requirements. And these papers are collected already by VFS. You cannot take it back anymore or you cannot add anymore, so make sure it's complete and correct. And also, I would suggest that you make 3 copies because normally you have to make 2 copies for them, the original and the photocopy. But for me, I did 3 or 4 copies, so I have it at home also, and I can check whether I did something wrong or what have I done wrong if I get denied. After you schedule an appointment online, you will get this on your email. You have to print this because you need to present this upon arrival at the VFS Global office. You have here the reference number and the QR code. So it says here your appointment has been confirmed for the date and time reflecting against your name and reference number. Please be available at the following address not more than 15 minutes before the appointed time. You have to be there early. You should not be late because they follow a strict scheduling. At VFS, you also have to pay there the visa fee, which is here, and then you have to pay for the logistic service of the VFS, which is during the time that I did my application, it was 1,100. So they will give you this. And that time the visa fee was 3,900, but now here is the updated one. And for the service of passport delivery, I paid 370 during that time. I'm not sure anymore now. You will know that there, but the visa fee is here. This is the updated one. Okay, now that you've scheduled an appointment already, this is now the time for us to do the requirements. So go back to this page, and there you will see on step number 4 that prepare your visa application and follow the instruction mentioned. And then to know more about the documents to submit, click on that. Now you are on the page of the Belgium Embassy in the Philippines. You have to scroll all the way down and you will see the short stay and then all these PDF documents that you can download. Then click on the Visa for Tourism, Visa C, or the Visa for Family or Private Invitation, also Visa C. We will discuss about that now. I have it here printed. So I have the Visa for Tourism, Visa C. And then I have the Visa for Family Visit or Private Invitation. So you have to print this also, and this will serve as your checklist. I will have the key points visible here. We will talk about it one by one. So actually they are just the same. The only difference is with Visa for Family Visit or Private Invitation has extra requirements on the bottom because the inviting host needs to provide also documents. So we will discuss this at the same time. They are both type C visa, and it says here the complete file should be lodged in 2 sets, 1 original and 1 copy. But I suggest that you make 3 copies because you will submit these 2 copies and at least you have copies at home and you can check what are the documents that you have submitted, because they will never return this anymore. Whether you get approved or denied, they will just keep that there and you will not receive that anymore, only your passport. For the general requirements, they need the visa application form. You have to sign that. Also, you have to print it, sign it, and then make a copy of it. Passport with validity of at least 3 months after the end of the planned journey. So meaning it's not expired or it will not be expiring anytime soon. So also you need to have a spare pages and space there because they have to put the stamp. So this was my Switzerland visa, and then this was my Belgium visa. I also need a copy of the data page of the passport together with all pages having visa and stamp. So they need this, the front one, and then the pages where there were stamps from your previous travels also, and from all the visa that you acquired before. So 1 passport size photo with white background and not older than 6 months. So it's like this. And then non-refundable visa application fee to be paid upon submission of the visa application. I already talked about that earlier, that you have to pay at the VFS, and I showed you the price of it. Now we will go to the supportive documents. So here for the, what I noticed is for the Visa for Family Visit or Private Invitation, they have these green letters here. So you can read that. But before, when I had that, they don't have that yet. So back in 2018, I don't know why they put that there. But yeah, all the things that I will discuss here also are related to this reminder that they put in there. Number 1, proof of travel. So you need to have an airline ticket itinerary. Here guys, you don't have to buy your ticket yet. You only need to have a ticket itinerary. They only need to see when are you leaving and when are you coming back. So I will give you a tip on how to do it on your own. You don't have to have agency because agency costs extra money. And here I'm going to teach you how I did it, and you will do it on your own. So what I did is I went to the website of an airline company and then I tried booking my travel date. But at the end of the page where you need to pay, before that, you will see the itinerary, your name, the time and date. So you have to print screen that. You do it on your laptop or computer, and you can take a print screen or screenshot. And here is the sample of what I did. That's all I did, and you don't have to spend extra money to pay agency to do it for you, because you can literally do it on your own. So just follow that instruction that I did, and you will have the same. And the thing is, the embassy accepted it totally, and there was no problem. They didn't call me for extra additional documents or questioned me about it. Let's now go to proof of travel medical insurance. With this, I suggest that you really buy it already, because they want to see if you really have an insurance. That's very important for them. So when you are at the country of your destination, the government will not shoulder your expenses if something happens or you get an accident. So they really want to see that. Pay for that, and it's okay. This is the company where I got my travel insurance. I recommend them because their service is really good. You just have to call them, ask for quotation. They will email it to you, and with the amount already, you can pay it through bank, and then send them the deposit slip, and they will send you the proof of your purchase. And this is the one that you need to give together with the other documents to the embassy. So that's for the insurance. And now let's go to the proof of financial means of the applicant. So here you need to provide them a bank certification. With the bank certification, I suggest, so this is another tip, I suggest that you request at the bank certification with the average daily balance. This is what the embassy wants to see. They don't want to see how much you have in there, like the total. For example, you have 100,000, 300,000. It's okay, yeah, you have money, but is it really your money, or you just put it there to show? So they need to see your average daily balance. To add more proof to your financial means, you can actually provide them your business permit if you have. This is what I did, guys. Here's a tip for you. During that time, my mom opened a small store, a sari store, literally small. And then I registered myself in LAZADA as a seller. So that time, LAZADA gave me a paper stating I am an online seller. So I brought that to DTI, also our store. I went to our barangay to get a certificate that we have a store, and then I brought it to DTI. So I registered this business under my name, and then I got a DTI permit, and it shows that I have LAZADA business and I have a store business. So that's what I showed the embassy, so they think that I have business on my name. But that time, my LAZADA account was really not functioning. I didn't even upload anything on my account. I just registered myself as a seller, and then that's it. I got a DTI permit. And that helped me a lot because the embassy thought I have businesses.
So we are now on the proof of occupation. You need to provide your certificate of employment. So please indicate there your position in the company, and if you are regular, and how long have you been in this company.
So one thing I forgot to film earlier, which I'm going to do now, is another proof of your employment. So the leave of absence certification. In this certification, you need to show the date of your travel, but give an allowance at least 5 days or 3 days before your departure, and then another 3 days after your arrival in your country when you return. So another tip for you guys, I asked my HR if she could write this for me. I'm going to read it to you. So she wrote here, we have approved her request as a token for her loyalty and good performance in her field of work and for reaching beyond quota in sales for the past quarters. And she indicated also that upon her return, she will receive her promotion. So I added that because I want to show the embassy that my company needs me and I need my company and I am doing good with my job, so I will really return to my country. So that is one tip for you that I think could convince the embassy about your return. As a proof of your employment also, you can submit your certificate of compensation payment tax withheld, the 2316. I asked my HR also to provide me this. They didn't indicate it here, but I still provided that. The more, the better. Yeah, so whatever you think could help your visa application, just include it. It doesn't matter. Okay, now we are on the documents to submit specifically for traveling for the purpose of tourism, meaning you don't have sponsor, no one invited you, you're financing for your own travel. So you need to provide a proof of accommodation, which is hotel reservation. Don't pay it yet. Just do a reservation, booking.com, Agoda, and then try to make a reservation, print it, then cancel it. So you can just rebook it when you get your approved visa. But there are a lot of hotels there that doesn't collect money in advance, so you can use that. And then proof of transportation, copy of train ticket, domestic flight. So if you have plans on going to another Schengen country, you have to show them also itinerary for your trip, like a train or airline. Make a day-to-day plan and then provide there your plans here, where you're going, the places where you're going, the transportation, and then the cost. Just put it in one word and then that's it. You don't have to book or buy the tickets yet. Go to the documents to submit specifically for traveling for the purpose of family visit or private invitation. You need to have proof of relationship. First, invitation letter stating the purpose of stay, address, telephone number, email, and period of stay of the guest. And here I would suggest for your invitation letter, I would give you another important note and tip. Your sponsor, your host, must state there about their job, what do they do, if they have business, and their address, and then explanation, how are you related to each other. So my husband, and then he was my boyfriend, he stated there a little about him. He was currently working on this, and then he has a business, and then he told a story about how we met. So he went to Philippines, met my friends and my family. We went traveling to Japan and then traveled in Manila. So background story, if it's your family, just state about your relationship. And then he also indicated here, most importantly, during her stay, I plan to take her around to visit local tourist spots. And then he also pointed out that he said she will be staying at my house at the above address, and she will be with me all the way of her stay here in Belgium. So also, he said here, I will bear responsibilities including but not limited to housing, food, and travel expenses. I will personally make sure that she leaves the country before the expiration of her authorized stay. I will also personally make sure that she will not become a public charge on the part of our country's government. So this letter states your purpose of traveling. You only want to be with your boyfriend or relative, and your host made sure that you will go back. So this gives the embassy a feeling of trust to your purpose of travel. So I suggest that you write it like this, or find it how you want to write it, but indicate there or try to convince them that you will really come back and your sponsor will really take responsibility of your stay. For the last part, we are now at the proof of sponsorship. So it says here, if no personal financial means, but I provided my bank account, bank statements, business permit, and everything, but I still asked my boyfriend then to provide me all of these things. So he went to the city hall on his local town, and then he asked for original affidavit of support. They will give him paper, and then they will stamp it, and then a copy of his ID, residence ID, and then a family composition. So this will state his family composition here, and then his address and ownership of his house, and then recent proof of income of the sponsor last 3 months. So I asked for his payslip and then his bank statement. He sent it all to me. He brought all these documents, including the invitation letter that he prepared. He brought this at the city hall and they stamped it. And everything of the documents that I have mentioned that the city hall has given him, he sent it to me in the Philippines. So I got everything. He sent it via DHL, so it was fast, and it was in the Philippines after a week. So before my appointment, I gathered all of this already. So that is the last part of the requirements. This is for the visa or with an invitation letter, and the other one earlier with the hotel reservation, that is for the tourist. That's all for the requirements. These are the documents that I have submitted for my visa application, and if you follow the list very carefully and you've submitted more proof of your finances and proof that you're coming back, the more chance that you will get approved. So put all these papers, these documents on a clean folder, and make sure you have everything there. Check it if it's complete, and on the day of your appointment, be there on time. Better early than late, because if you're late, maybe you lose your schedule and you have to make an appointment again, and that will take long. So after that, VFS will collect your biometrics and then your fingerprint. They will take photo of you, and then you have to pay there, and you go home and wait for their text. They will text you once they transported your documents already to the embassy, and the embassy might call you or might not call you. For example, in Switzerland, when I did the Switzerland visa, I didn't get a call for an interview. They called me when I needed to pick up my passport already, and it was approved. And with Belgium, when I did that, they called me for an interview. But I will discuss about the interview on my other vlog. So wait for that, and I will be posting that for the next upload. So this video is more about the requirements and the details. And after that, when you get approved, or let's hope you will get approved, of course, that's why we are talking about it here right now, for your application to be approved. So plan your travel and enjoy it, and have a good time while you are in a Schengen country, because it's so beautiful here and you will really enjoy it. And that's all for my video for today. I hope you learned something and you enjoyed watching this, and I hope that everything will be smooth with your application. If you have questions, clarifications, suggestions, please comment down below. I will be happy to answer all of them. And for my next video, I will be making a vlog about how we processed our wedding while I was holding a tourist visa. So I came here in Belgium having a tourist visa, and then my fiance then, or my boyfriend then, proposed to me, and we needed to extend my stay here, but I didn't need to get for a fiance visa anymore. We just turned everything from tourist visa to being an engaged couple here. So we were processing our marriage. I didn't need to go home anymore. My mom processed the papers in the Philippines, sent it here. Everything was done here, and the only time I went back to Philippines is a year after our wedding. So I live here now in Belgium, and that's how I did it. If you are curious about that, please do watch my next vlog, and it will be posted here on my channel. And thank you so much for watching this video and for being with me all throughout the entire time while I'm talking here. So I hope you learned something and you will have a smooth sailing on your visa application. See you on my next vlog. Bye!